Morning traders, and this is your Aussie South African top 40 day trade setup for today. Now, let me just get rid of that. Now, we had a bit of a range here forming over 3 days, 4 days actually, and then we had an opening and a very strong move to the downside. Ignore this tail, it's crap data again. So I have the levels drawn in, so that was the open, that was the close. So that's a fairly strong engulfing bar. Okay, so that was Friday. Now, that could have been just profit taking ahead of the long weekend, or it could be something more significant. If I have a look at what's happening at the moment, 10 cents up at the moment, but it was down yesterday, so it's kind of flat. European is flat, South Africa, US markets are flat, and the Rand has been fairly flat at 14.80 as well. So nothing really there. We've got a whole lot of European bankers coming out to stand on their soapboxes today and tomorrow. So we've got the ECB, we've got the British governor or bank, and then we've got the USA Feds coming out tomorrow. So all the bankers are coming out onto their soapboxes to drive the economies again, and that's exactly what will happen, I suspect, today in Europe specifically, and in the US tomorrow. Well, worldwide tomorrow. Okay, so until those speeches are over, volatility is going to be pretty intense. Okay, now just notice that there are gaps to the downside. There's a number of gaps to the downside. So I do suspect this first gap is going to get targeted. And we'll pick it up on some of the lower time frames. Anyway, so that is looking like a double top now. Okay, so if I now start using these levels here, that's my double top target. There's my double top. What is my target on this? And does it line up with something? It lines up with that. And the next level that it lines up with is that down there. Okay, this first level is probably the one that is more than likely going to play out. Okay, and that gap is closed. Now we don't have, oh, there's the next gap there, and there's the next gap there. So that's kind of our double top target. So that does make sense. The fact that we've run fairly hard and we've had a 3-hour close below this level. So this level is 52327. That there, I'd like to see a retest of that level and see if that holds before getting in for a short and then targeting this area of 51671. But with all the noise that's going to be in the market today, I'm not even sure I want to play that. Okay, anyway, so what we're looking for is an open where we close, which is roughly, let's see if I can pick it up here. Where's the close? 52228. 52228 is the close. So I suspect we're going to open in the same area, and then if we can hold 52327, I'll take a short that's going to continue with this previous trade here, with previous trend. Okay, and that also will line up with the closing range. So these candles are pretty small now because of the closing range is almost 300 points. It's 315 points. So our closing range strategy, which would be these last two bars here, you're looking for a break above 52278, but because we're in a pretty well-defined downtrend from Friday, you can see the moving averages, everything's pointing to the downside. So any break above here, I'm going to want to see a retest before I get in for that long. because it'll be counter trend at the moment. And I'm going to take this one here. That is my closing range. Let's delete that. These are my bottom targets. And what I want to do now is I just want to work out where the closing range target will be. And lo and behold, look at that. Lines up with these 200 moving averages on the half hour and right in between these two levels. Okay, so that's my bias at the moment. I suspect we're going to continue on this gentle slope to the downside and be looking at these two areas here for a buying opportunity at the moment. So 51400 and 51671. Now, something just to take note of at the moment, and that is we have a futures closeout this week. So I think it's Thursday this week we have futures closeout. So that's normally what happens is we'll hover between two well-defined ranges where the futures buyers and sellers are sitting at with their contracts as they try and drive the price to minimize their loss or maximize their gain. So anyway, expect some more volatility until Thursday. So you've got lots of volatility to be expected today with all the bankers talking. You've got volatility tomorrow, and then you've got volatility again on Thursday with the futures closeout. So nice volatile week, and if you got patience, you could pick up some decent trades, or alternatively start looking at things like the 12 minutes, 15-minute charts and trade accordingly. Okay. Anyway, that's my view for today on this. I suspect a break to the downside, but obviously because of the strong uptrend that we've had on this strong uptrend here, granted it may be looking like we are having a reversal, but until we've come back and tested this breakout here, which is essentially the double top, and that holds, I'm inclined to believe that we're still in an uptrend. This is just a consolidation and may just actually just form a bit of a consolidation wedge with a bit of a deeper pullback, and that's an opportunity to get long. Okay, so anyway, that's my view for today. I hope it helps, and whatever you do, stay really, really safe. If you're feeling nervous about all the bankers talking, then rather see if you can go catch some sun, lie by the pool and wait it out. Come back later on. It's less stressful and far less risk. Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.